So, okay. Here we are with Perception. And this is a very, very interesting game. Came out a couple of years ago and seemed to kind of fly under the radar. And so I instantly saw its potential for speedrun right away. I knew that it was just from the first time I played, I'm like, this is going to be a good game for speed. So I kind of developed the route and ran with it from there. So yeah, we'll start a new game. It doesn't really matter. So speedruns are done for this game on either story or scary. Scary percent, no one's competed in, myself included. Very challenging. So, but we'll just run story mode. So there's quite an introduction here, which is kind of getting you acclimated to the new mechanic that this game introduces. And it is inspired by true events.
When you're blind, you learn a thing or two about trust.
So you play as a girl named Cassie, and she's blind.
You learn what
Children are
to
mean,
trust.
horrible
Focus, Cassie.
people.
What's this sound?
A fan.
Good. Now, what's in front of the fan?
I don't know.
Cassie, sounds are how we see.
This is introducing the new mechanic.
Tap your cane.
It's a coffee mug.
Tapping your cane
Excellent.
activates
Though you
echolocation.
are-
We can tap as many times as we want,
You can't see.
and we will be
And
tapping
most
a lot.
importantly, you learn to trust yourself. Even if that means hopping on the first flight to Boston to find the mansion from your nightmares. I don't know why I've been having these dreams for months now, and I certainly don't know what's waiting for me at Echo Bluff. But I do know I can't take much more of the torment. So I'm trusting myself to get to the bottom of it.
You'll notice we haven't actually started the timer. The timer doesn't start. There's no point in starting the timer for these little cutscenes here, because they're the same forever. And we really only care about your game time, right? Like you're actually. So the timer starts here once you start moving. That's where the timer starts. So it's a dark game. You're gonna see and hear me doing a lot of tapping. So, with that being said, we're going to start this run in 3, 2, 1.
Hello?
Cassie, I'm on my way. Just stay put.
Look, considering you're boarding and I'm at the door, we're both past the point of no return here.
Basically,
Stay for a few hours. I'll be there soon.
Cassie's having nightmares
I'm
about this
tired
house.
of being told what I
Doesn't know
can't
why.
do. I want
Needs to figure it out.
answers. I want sleep. I want my life back.
We can't run
And I'm
yet,
gonna prove I can do this.
but we'll be able to in
Hello?
a second.
I know nobody's there, but I'm just doing my due diligence. Hello? Probably should have worked out a plan if someone is, here. In my dreams, I always see a rope, a ticket, an apple, and an axe. Maybe start there? Deep breaths, Cassie. You're here for a reason.
We got lots of
Dearest
stuff to pick
Richard,
up and scan and
happy
analyze
anniversary,
and
my love.
whatnot.
What a perfect way to begin our 10th year together. New house, new baby on the way. I know this fresh start is the perfect way to complete our family. Felicia.
What was that? A memory?
There are points where the doors are locked, which we use to our advantage to make sure that we get positioned. Landmarks and memories appear in green.
What was that?
We have this sixth sense where we can
Hello?
point the camera where we need to be moving.
Hello?
Haven't worked out a way to open door early. So it gives us a little backstory. We see that Cassie here was in a foster home, some sort, like
Now, Cassie, that music box belongs to St. Joseph's, not to Cassie Thornton.
Yeah.
Put it back.
one of those places. Orphanage. That's the word I was looking for. He was in an orphanage.
It's a new house. I'm scared to go. But I love this song. Okay. Fine. I'll leave it for the next girl. Wish I'd left that one buried in the backyard. What brought that back? There it is, the road.
That's usually the sign of something bad.
I don't understand.
We're gonna go in here and pick this little guy up.
The same damn road for my dreams. What
This
the hell
allows
does
us
it
to
mean?
run early. We do this because this door
Guess I still have some tear.
is locked. We can't open it.
Wish I left that one buried in the backyard. That was not an echo. It was a tree in my dreams, and I
Same with this door.
just forgot.
So one of the advantages here is, again, these doors are locked. So if we make a small positioning,
Who's here?
okay.
Actual ghost.
Normally we wouldn't be able to run until we were out
Honey,
here.
can you grab the pills you prescribed me for morning sickness? I left my purse in the car.
Imagining things, Cass. Yeah, sure. I'll
Well,
grab 'em.
Felicia,
Jesus.
seeing a lot of ghosts.
Delphi. Text-to-speech.
She has an app on her phone
Patient, Briar,
that will
Felicia,
read things to her,
20 milligrams fluke
or connect her to a live person who can read them to
take
her.
twice daily with water. Dr. Richard Briar.
What kind of doctor prescribes to his own wife?
New text message from Serge.
Hey, about to board. What's up? Not angry, just concerned.
Look, I need answers. I just got here and this shit's messed up. I'm onto something. And I'm starting to think I'm having these nightmares for a reason.
Message sent.
This place feels different.
I'll be out in a bit.
Super.
Just leave it on the car.
But yes, red stuff is generally viewed as bad.
Hate fire. The hell does a
Usually when there's a
goddamn apple have to... Okay, Dr. B. What interests you enough to...
there's
Can't
a
go in anymore.
ghostly presence in
I
the house.
know. My fingers fumble keys and sometimes I'm a
And
little slower
whenever
than
you
before, but you can't
whenever you see the red,
keep
then
me
you know
prisoner
that
in
the
this
presence
house, in
is
this
nearby.
body. I don't want any more pills.
I don't like where this is going.
So basically, Cassie's just trying to figure out what's going on. We're about to get to see the presence for the first time.
First the sagebrushes, now this. How does malachite crack? It's supposed to protect me and the baby. How does a gem inside a silver setting just shatter like that?
And that is presents.
I know how to raise my kid. Give me the goddamn key to the playroom. Where is it? I don't need the pills anymore, and I don't need you watching my every move. Can't you tell? I haven't taken them in days.
So a lot of the narration in this game will actually explain most of the game. Basically, it's a bunch of ghosts
Keeping these
that
because at some point
that
we're
Cassie's
gonna need
seeing.
to talk about this.
I don't understand. Is it Richard doing this? Or the house?
I don't know how he's doing it.
For example,
I don't know how he's doing it. I don't know how he's doing it. I don't know how. I've taken none of his prescriptions. I still see.
sometimes the cameras will turn you around too,
Betty.
because it's trying to force you to look
Why
at
am I
specific
still
things.
seeing it?
Hello? What is it about that tree? I feel it too.
So because we've ran so fast, we've actually got two things of dialogue happening at once.
Whoever you are, I'm not afraid of you. You hear me? You can't scare me. Get a hold of yourself, Cassie.
It's time to hide.
No place
Like I
else to
said,
hide.
the color, you know, when it's red, means the presence is nearby.
I'm not afraid of you. You hear me? You can't scare me.
So scary percent requires you to hide presence quite often. Now, well, we have a fire to deal with.
No, not fire, not here.
Cassie's afraid of fire.
No.
You'll find out why later.
Not the baby. Gotta move fast. I need a fire extinguisher. Stop fucking with me.
When have I ever fucked around with you?
Serge, it's actually you.
In the flesh. It sounds like you can use a hand.
I have literal fire to put out.
Wait a minute, don't hang up.
I'll call you back. Oh, man. I suddenly don't feel so good.
Oh look, everything burned. It's like a big fire.
Patient showing signs of progress. She is accepting the switch to bottle feeding and is no longer... Wait a moment. What's that? I must be hearing things. I need more sleep. Hello? What's that? Who's there? Is something burning? Felicia?
No, this is how it ends. Fucking house! It made Felicia burn her family alive. Why is it tormenting these poor people? I thought I was supposed to fix it. To stop it. What am I even doing here? I don't understand!
Yeah. So, the house that has been tormenting her in her dreams
This is all
is
wrong.
here.
I gotta get out
and she's
now.
like, oh, these ghosts are all being tormented.
No! What do you want from me? Help!
I can't hear you as well. Not without the pills. I'm ready to join you now.
As you can see here, Felicia was very disturbed.
There's no one like
left for me.
She didn't used to be.
Give me a sign you're
Something
still
drove her
here.
crazy.
A knock, footsteps, your phonograph, anything. I need to move on, but I'm afraid. Please show yourself. Your sister in suffering. Felicia.
This doesn't sound good. Shit! The rope. I need to head back for Stat.
Go back to the rope. Because that's what she said.
Hang on, Felicia. I'm coming.
Goodbye, Richard. Goodbye, sweet baby girl. I'm off to visit with a girlfriend.
Yeah, but she's not. That's what the rope was for.
Why? What happened? It wasn't your fault. None of this was your fault. Why are you doing this? What the hell is the point of any of this?
It's a wonderful question, Felicia. Cassie. We will find out.
Down in the marketplace, I spied a spry old man handing her this locket. It was inscribed, "Thy healing fingers hath my eternal gratitude." Imagine my shock when he turned and I saw it was Erwin, the town cripple, and there was no cane in sight. Who was that? And who was she talking about? This place feels different. It's the same house, but no, that's not possible. Hello?
Cass,
It is the same house.
need me on this, please.
Here we go again. Need.
Needing someone isn't a weakness, Cassie.
But it
Not
looks
for you,
different.
maybe. Needing is primal.
What is this?
Once you need something,
This wasn't here
you're not in
before.
control. You're desperate.
And I desperately need you to be safe right now. And I'm not ashamed of it.
Damn it. What the hell? Sorry, babe. Signal sucks. We'll pick this up later.
Message sent.
Oh, God, what happened to him?
I know this isn't real. It can't be. The house
There's
is
a ghost
warning
over
me.
there.
It's telling me I need to be the one to save you from the enemy.
This must be Betty? How is it that she knows what's real? If only Felicia knew.
But Betty knew.
Here's him.
This is it. The
That's
way
gotta
to
be
my
important.
man in Europe.
I may as
We
well
need to
start
get up
there.
in that attic.
Guess I'll
We have to go
find
upstairs.
something to pull that
We need to
trigger.
go upstairs to find out whatever that thing up there is. How do we get there?
Wait. Where am I? I'm sorry. English? Anglaise? Real smooth, Cass. Maybe Delphi can help. Mot de passe.
Password.
Time to get Sherlocky, Cass.
Yes.
Oh, I'm certainly trying to keep busy.
Oh, hey, the house looks
You should see
really
how tidy
different.
my
I wonder why that
stitching
is.
right now. But I need more. I'm not the putter around type, you know. Come, let me show you what I've been studying.
Connecting to a live community user.
Now we get to see how this works.
Hey there, Cassie. Nice to meet you. I'm Nick. Just started using this app. Pretty cool, right? Anyway, happy to help. Just waiting for the image to come through.
This is really cool that there's
Okay,
apps like
there
this
it
that
is.
exist.
Yikes. Someone wrote the word Durham over and over on this mirror. Looks like it's written in lipstick. Weird. At least I hope that's lipstick. I need to get out more. Let me know if there's anything else I can help you with.
Durham is very important
Let's see,
to the
Daddy.
story.
I hope your dear old friend can help a gal out. Come on, Corporal Roger Del Rey, I'm counting on you. Dear Mrs. Jean Martin, my dear, I remember your father well and am forever in debt to his many sacrifices in the name of freedom. He was a frank man, so you'll forgive me for being frank when I say that he'd roll over in his grave if he knew I'd put his sweet girl in the line of duty. What? Father would be proud of me. Back to the drawing board.
So
Go get him, Betty.
Betty,
That can't be good.
she wants to go serve in the military, but not specifically. She wants to go to find her
Wrapped
husband.
bastards. You don't belong over there. I do.
Felicia was paranoid about her baby. Is the house making Betty paranoid about what's happening to Jean overseas?
Delphi. Text to speech.
Chantal.
Louise would work at the door.
There we go. We got the password now. I'm nowhere.
Chantal.
I'm not gonna show what's going on here. I'll just let them tell you what's happening. Naughty things
I
are
understand
happening.
the stresses a war puts on a man, Jean, so don't get all bent out of shape. Take whatever comfort you need.
Yeah, take whatever comfort you need. You know what that means, right? Yeah, we're not going to show that. Yeah, so we've apparently traveled through time and are now in World War I.
I'm coming for you, Jean.
Delphi. Text to speech.
Betty really wants to get to her husband. The house has got her convinced. She needs to get to her husband, who's fighting in Germany. Well, I guess we don't know Germany specifically, but we don't have an exact date, I don't think. She says Europe. So, and it's World War I.
Behind you.
Betty. We don't need anyone else to run the switchboards. How about this? Be a doll and take a few photos. There's a morale boost to beat the band.
At night when I kneel to say my prayers, I rest my elbows on the hope chest you gave me on my 18th birthday. We're going to make a family someday, you and me, you'd said.
Okay, so this is glitchless. Normally I would try to push through this door,
Practice. You
but because
don't
it's
need fancy
glitchless, we
tools
can't.
to disassemble your gun. Use the cartridge here as a screwdriver. Yes, Jean, just like I showed you. Now let's get a stopwatch and have some fun. I am coming for you.
Oh my god, camera.
I'm coming for you, Jean.
I mean, the advantage here is that we can't actually do anything.
Hold on just a little longer, Jean. I know this isn't real, but the pain sure is.
Was able to pick the key up, though.
I keep hearing a German man's whisper in the wind. After months of trying to decipher something, anything, I heard the word Bosch. Little elbow grease at the library turned up a German dictionary.
I should really check out that
app. I am coming for you.
We were able to get a little ahead there.
Always keep your rifle up when you fall. If you get any mud or dirt in it, you'll be spending more time cleaning it off than paying attention. If one of them krauts lobs anything at you, it ain't gonna be a cream puff. Every second counts, Jean.
So picking up the key before she's done talking is very important. It saves some time. Not a glitch either, so that's not. Because it is allowed. You're not actually doing anything.
Dearest Jean,
so you're just picking up the key, activating the key.
I received a phone call from the Silver Star Line, and it turns out I won a trip to Europe. I'll be boarding the flagship Silver Star next week, and we'll soon be crossing the ocean to come find you. Hang tight. I will be on my way in no time.
This can't be.
Faithfully, Betty.
Doesn't seem to understand that he's at war. Can't just, like, spend time with his wife.
Betty! It's the house! There is no ship!
And we found Betty.
You were so strong. But the house knew your love for Jean was stronger. It exploited you. I'm sorry. I promise I will put an end to this. Wait, the ticket from my dream.
This is it. The way to my man in Europe. I can't wait to see the look on his face when he sees me. I'm coming for you, Jean. Just hang in a bit longer.
We keep coming back to this tree. What tree? This tree.
Here again? Does this mean I solved it? The sailors in town bought her herb sachets. I laughed at the notion of a man wanting to smell sweet, but then I was told they were for protection. Old Tully'd sworn it was one of her sachets that kept his ship afloat in a wretched squall. He clutched it to his chest like a cross. That woman again.
There's something about this tree. So this chapter we like to call Murder Dolls.
Again. Damn it. I didn't enter any phone booths or police boxes.
Why do we call it Murder Dolls? That's exactly what they are.
Fix the damn door, or we'll kick it down. We will see what's in that basement.
At this point, all we're trying to do is activate these switches to turn off the electricity. Blocks us from going Look at all.
One sugar cube or two? Where have you gone?
Like that. Can't go that way.
Awesome.
Yet.
Other girls.
We're just trying to find all of the switches.
Connecting to a live community user.
Are you at some sort of amusement park or escape room or something? This shit's unreal.
We're talking to Nick again.
Papers just everywhere. A few old-timey photographs of girls. One of them has a shaved head.
This is what he's describing.
From far away, others are close up like mugshots. Poor things, they don't look well. There's a schedule here for a few different people. Regiment, a date planned to the minute. Being watched by someone. I'll be here all day.
I don't like the taste of that. Don't make me drink it. Oh, no. I don't like this one bit.
You shouldn't.
It's like those robots can get any creepier.
As if they couldn't get any creepier, yes.
Excuse me?
Who's talking? She is. We're gonna duck.
I could say the same.
She's gonna... See? We're gonna start shooting. This is why we call them murder dolls. Because they are actively shooting guns. There's the last switch. Very nice. We were able to get by without getting shot. One more here. Oh, we got hit. Okay. Only once, though. Now we just need to grab the thing. I don't know what it is. Allows us to go into the basement.
Please, for your own safety, go back upstairs.
Not the best idea to threaten the police, Mr.
After the electroconvulsive therapy, I know I must act. I have to take them. October 16th, 1892. I am a man bold only in thought, not in action. Lord, please give me the courage to do what I must.
There's a glitch here. You can actually glitch through this wall. We will not be doing that.
It says Danvers State Lunatic Asylum, but it's drawn all over. Date, time, scribbles over specific rooms. I think...
Well, I guess it's actually not through the wall. You glitch onto the bed and then glitch through the bed to facing underneath. So part of... And when you crawl under the bed, you have to turn around. And it helps avoid that. You can glitch through this wall by climbing up on this and then walking along the edge of the wall here.
Well, I don't know.
You can get through this door before it even opens.
Listen, I'm bored in another 15. Stay safe. Or leave. We can finish this thing together.
I can't.
You can't, or you won't.
No, I mean, I physically can't. The house won't let me.
That's alarming. I'll be there soon.
House won't let me. That's alarming. Yeah.
He doesn't need you. You've pushed him away.
Excuse me?
She
This is where it's supposed to be scary. Oh, jump scare. There's a doll there. Now we're crawling in like a crawl space in the back of the house. And we're going to find out about the little secret of this guy. Braun? Braun, I believe is his name. Oh, there's water.
Connecting to a live community user.
Hi again. Let's see, pictures coming through now. Oh, God. Oh, okay. The app tutorial video doesn't exactly prep you for this sort of thing, but, I need you to keep calm. If you need me to call the police or even an ambulance, let me know ASAP and I will get you help. In the meantime, there's something blocking the drain by your feet. Reach down and remove it and you should be able to get out. Then get out.
I'm sorry. I tried to warn you. Please, try to hold still.
Get that fucking thing away from me!
I can stop the bleeding if you... No!
Bosh.
No, 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 no.
That's his name. So one of the little murder dolls, little poppets, killed a cop. That can't be good, right? Obviously, he wasn't trying. So now that we've got this fancy little key, we can open up this little door right here. There are certain points in the game where it does stop you from running. This would be one of them.
The ocean air is still wonders, Papa. I promise. Soon we'll be well enough to sing you a song.
Soon we'll be well enough to sing you a song. What could that mean? What's this? Legs and walking things?
We could always tinker with our dolls.
We don't actually know for a fact what happened, but I believe that this guy had a couple little girls and they were sick and couldn't walk. He had made these dolls for them, but the dolls went crazy because of the house.
January 21st, 1893. When I broke them out from that wretched place, I thought I was saving them. I thought nothing could be worse than to be tortured and treated like animals. Now, looking back, I wonder if I brought them a worse fate. My angels. Truly angels now. Would they have been better off if I left them in state care? It matters not what happens to me, but as I wait for these monsters to kill me, I ponder my role in this travesty. Which door to the afterlife will admit me?
The beauty of this game is that it pretty much narrates itself. Tells you everything you need to know.
I tried to fix things and only made them worse. They are coming. And I do not think I will fight them when they arrive.
Richard burned, Felicia hung, Betty drowned, and Heinrich was stoned to death. I don't like any of the ways these could connect.
And
My husband is a righteous man, but I am afraid his love of God may help lead to the destruction of an innocent.
tree. This is very important.
Watched as a crowd of children mobbed her. They squealed as she made the small wooden doll jump and dance, working the strings faster than their eyes could see. 'Twas as though she'd breathed life into the thing.
This whole chapter is the most important chapter of the entire game.
Speaking about Susanna again, talking of fire. Then he spoke of how fine her land appears.
We'll be going there in a second.
We're here for a reason. Oh God, that smell. And the wood's all rotted. Shake it off, guys. Gotta figure this out. Lot of dirt. Is this the original house?
I cast you out. This place is damned. And I fear it is of my doing.
My husband claims she is a weaker vessel, which is why her ears are attuned to the sound of the devil's forked tongue. I went to examine this.
We gotta wait to get through this door. We're now upstairs. Where we just fell through, we're now upstairs.
She is not what Thomas says. Susanna is young, vibrant, with warm eyes and a patient smile. The children in town, they say she can cure their ills. I am not sure whom I believe.
Delphi. Text to speech.
Illegible.
So, when are we writing a book on all the craziness? Okay, this looks like
Hi,
a
Nick.
list, but there's stuff crossed out. Circled with weird insignias doodled all over it. It says, items I currently possess. Salt, rosemary, and my sachets. Round this house I found a moth in its cocoon and the old skull from grandfather's prized ox. Surely these could serve some purpose. Below that there's a bunch of questions. Too unstable? Do I call the quarters before or after I open the circle? And what of a talesman? Would a doll suffice? I'm guessing this person didn't exactly know what they were doing. At the very bottom of the page is some sort of poem. Oh man of God, yet soulless be. Wow.
Oh no, Nick.
Hold on a sec. Suddenly I feel like my throat's closing up. I gotta grab a drink, I'll catch you
So
later.
you do that. You grab your drink.
We can hold out another few days until the path to the seaside melts. We did not have to eat those.
Will this be enough?
Fire.
I need help.
Why fire?
He is coming again on the morrow. And with other townsfolk.
Oh look, the tree again. The tree's important.
Thy greed will be the undoing of thee.
Nothing alive except for that tree. Not for long.
There's another
I don't
glitch
fully know
right
what's going
there.
on, but that tree's got to go.
That will allow you to start running early and get up here. So, we gotta go down here. Look at the lock. That this door over here will open. All this is actually skipped in the any percent. Gotta get a hammer.
That I can get the lock off now.
There we go. We're back on track. Yeah, all of this whole section here gets, we skip over all of this.
Why do you do this? What sin has I committed other than to be a woman alone with defenseless land?
Can you tell me what the hell I'm looking at here?
Just walk straight ahead. Don't hesitate, just go.
Excuse me?
You deserve to be down there. You belong down
No,
there.
not Nick.
Durham. Blood of 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 Durham.
It's been corrupted. Hey, look. There's an owl. We're waiting for the audio cue.
I have not wronged you or your god. I have only been blessed with lands you desire.
That owl. They seem to show up at the right time. Are you trying to show me something?
Oh, spirits, bind his
Follow the owl. There's another section where it's like forcing us to not run.
and blight this land. Are you not afraid of my retribution? If I truly am the devil's bride, would I not blight this land of yours? Curse your new home, poison your fruit, pox on your bloodline.
The axe! Time to get chopping.
It takes her time getting to it. Because we can't run still.
Abandon the fire. We ought to hang this witch by the land we are cleansing in his name. Look, this branch can bear the weight. Fetch me a rope.
Oh god, I was trying to cut the wrong thing.
Here we go.
I'm so sorry.
We will discuss Susanna in just a minute here.
You can feel at peace now.
Run. You are the only Durham it tried to kill but could not. It wants you.
What? I thought I fixed this.
What are we talking about? What do you mean I'm the only Durham it couldn't kill?
Come inside, Cassandra.
We can help. The house is burning. No!
Let us
help you. How am I supposed to trust you?
because we are your blood.
My blood? Wait, I don't understand.
Draw it towards the flame.
You can do this.
So it's right there.
You want me to just
There's the
stand
presence,
here?
right there.
Wait, darling. I need this to work, Heinrich.
Timer stops when we trigger the trap.
Okay. I'm trusting you.
Now. It's gone.
What was that?
What was
I
that?
remember that.
You know where you need to go.
So the presence is now, well, this is it right here. There's its head. Right? Trapped under all this. And that's it. That's the run. I'm going to show you guys the rest of the game. Here's the thing. I actually think I just set the new world record for Glitchless by about a minute and a half.
Who's there?
The face. I've seen that face. That's Dr. Breyer. He's my father.
What's that?
No.
Something burning? Felicia!
Daddy!
Sandra! Go down the path to the market. The place that has the candy, remember? Run, sweetheart! I love you!
Sandra as in Cassandra? Oh my god.
No way!
Oh my god, the fall. I lost my vision.
I know you are frightened, my child, but you can trust us.
Felicia is Cassie's mom. From the very beginning of the game,
Mom. Jump! Jump!
everybody that you
The
see
same fall blinded
throughout
me last time.
the game is your family member, like a descendant. You are a descendant of each person in history that we go through, right? And
Okay.
Cassie wasn't born blind. She was blinded when she was dropped out of the third story window by her father when the house was on fire. And that's how she became an orphan. Here's where, so at the very beginning, it mentions that this is inspired by true events. Show you guys how. I've actually looked into this, and this is real. The game isn't.
Cassie!
But
God, you're okay.
the story that
Wait
this is
another
based
hour
on
for me?
is.
You had to burn the house down?
I needed to do it.
Needed?
Yep.
Maybe this was a good thing after all. So, what the hell happened here? And are you okay?
Long story. And I'm okay. Never been better, actually. Now be a doll and help me up.
Yeah. Be a doll and help me up. All right, so here we go. Inspired by Susanna Martin, the ancestor of the director of the game, Bill Gardner. Susanna was accused of witchcraft twice before being found guilty and hanged in 1692. Know that the timer's in the way, so you can't see that. We dedicate this game to anyone who's been misunderstood or misjudged, to anyone who has been underestimated, and to anyone who has been told they can't do something. Although the world is full of suffering, it is also full of overcoming it. Helen Keller. So, Susanna Martin, the real person who, in American history, she inherited land from her husband when he died and was accused of witchcraft twice before they hung her from her tree in her front yard. In the game, it's in the backyard, but they hung her from a tree in her front yard so that they could take claim to the land. That's how perception is based on true events. It is a phenomenal game, and I'm going to verify this before I stop this video. I'm going to verify. I mentioned this before. I believe I did. Glitchless. This is a new world record for Glitchless. Former record was 49:26.78. Now we've got 47:46. So, yeah, about a minute and a half faster. Saved quite a bit of time. Very nice.